Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking to you about how to fit a full body harness. Now this may seem like a no-brainer, but there are some important steps to properly adjusting your harness that will help protect you in the event of a fall. Please take a moment to read this warning. It's important that we emphasize that all users must be professionally trained before using a harness, and that this video cannot replace professional training but can serve as a supplement. So, let's get started. This is me, Eric, and this is my harness. I'm going to take a moment to inspect it according to my training and to the manufacturer's instructions. While I do that, why don't you take a look at the different types of harness adjuster buckles. We have a pass-thru buckle, also known as a nesting buckle, a quick connect, similar to a seat belt. In order to release this buckle, the two outside paws must be pushed out simultaneously. And perhaps the most common, a tongue buckle harness. But today, I'll be adjusting a 5-point adjustment pass-thru harness. So holding my harness by the dorsal D-ring, I'm going to shake it a little and make sure there are no tangles before I start to adjust. Remember, this D-ring goes on the back. Now I'm going to put it on like a jacket or a backpack, and let's see where the D-ring falls. It's a little low. It should be just between the shoulder blades, just below the nape of my neck, and I should be able to grab it with my hands. I'm going to adjust this by holding this plastic piece in the back and pulling each strip of webbing out. We want to make sure that the two load indicators are even. And it looks like they are. So putting it back on, the D-ring rests just below the nape of my neck, and now I can easily reach it to attach to a connecting subsystem. One thing I forgot to mention is that you should always make sure that all your pockets have been completely emptied before attempting to use a harness. So check your pockets and make sure you don't have any keys. Now I'm going to adjust these torso straps. I need to tighten or shorten these straps by pulling out a section of webbing from down at the bottom. And then I pull up from the top, raising the strap so it allows the cross section of black and yellow webbing here to align more directly with the outside of my hip crease, or the pivot point. We'll be doing the same on the other side, pulling out this strip of webbing at the bottom and pulling up at the top to adjust. Once everything's in place, I can pull up the black keepers, which will keep the straps from hanging loose, and then bring up the chest straps, which I'll adjust next. To secure the pass-thru buckle, just slip the threaded metal plate through the open one. Make sure that it rests flat with no tangles, and tug on it to make sure it's secure. It's important to note that if you fall in a harness, everything will move up, so we recommend sliding the chest strap, also known as the subpectoral strap, to a point where it rests only slightly below the pectoral muscles. Too high and it'll come up and hit you in the throat during a fall. Too low and it may cause serious damage to the ribs or stomach. To adjust the tightness of the chest strap, pull out the black webbing threaded through the pass-thru buckle, and then pull the tail of the webbing through at the end of the strap. You can fold this webbing and tuck it onto the black elastic keepers to eliminate any loose hanging pieces. Once the cross section of black and yellow webbing on the side is resting just on the hip's pivot points, and once the subpectoral strap is adjusted snugly and resting just slightly below the chest, then I can begin to attach and adjust my leg straps. Now before I even attach the pass-thru buckles, I can tell that these leg straps will be too loose. I need to make them tighter. If I pull on the webbing tail while the buckle plate is in a closed position, it'll be difficult to adjust. But by moving the buckle plate into an open position and pulling the webbing's tail, I can easily slide it to whatever size I need. But how do I know if my leg straps are fitted tightly enough? There is the fist pocket test. If I can easily and comfortably fit my fist between my leg and the strap, it's too loose, so I'll have to make these tighter. The strap should only leave enough space for my flat hand to slide under it, like it's going into a pocket. As you can see, this adjustment now passes the fist pocket test. So let's go through our adjustment checklist. The dorsal D-ring is just below the nape of my neck. The back of the leg straps sit just below my buttocks. The cross section rests just at my hips pivot points. And I can move around pretty freely.